you are able to apply in life, or is there some changes in your life because of last class? Robin?
Once more.
We'll come to that, right? We'll start on that side.
Last class, I remember there is a.
Do you want to sit in chair? You can sit in chair. There's a chair.
The problem has been created by the language, and there's a person sitting inside of this doing that running commentary.
Yeah.
And writing our life.
Yeah.
Sometimes try to be aware of this thing, but sometimes I become aware, then I forget again for some days.
That's okay.
Then again I consciously have to put effort.
Okay. 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 Let's go. Okay. So how does it change your life? Does it help? Does it help?
Somewhat. Sometimes it becomes peaceful when you're thinking too much. But I think it has to be done. This awareness has to be there for longer period of time.
Okay.
First, I used to think like whatever I'm thinking doesn't actually. After a little, oh, that is just a language which is speaking or whatever. Then I got like I feel so much I was thinking. Behind so much is nothing.
So actually, you are not. That is your thinking is not you. Okay, thinking is a tape recorder. So the one who is aware of the thinking is you. But when you get involved in that, you become that. All right. So now it will free you from the mechanical chattering going on there.
It happened last week itself. Like there was some decision in the office, and it was not appropriate. So I earlier used to blame someone. So it happened because of that person. After the class, I recollect that you're not even the doer, and it happened because of so many circumstances, and you're not even responsible. So I could treat the situation as it is instead of putting it on someone.
Yeah, very good. So everything life, see, there's life actually we start thinking there is somebody who is doing something to us. Okay, it is a set of circumstances which are doing. Okay, we have a part in that, but there's no individual doer. It's a collective happening. That collective happening we call as God or what is that? We have a role to play. Situation is there. Okay, situation itself is neither right or wrong or good or bad. Our thinking about the situation is right or wrong or good or bad. Thinking about the situation makes it right or wrong. Forget thinking, focus on what needs to be done, get it done.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಕಷ್ಟ
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
ಒಂಟಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು
The family people are finding also change in me.
Okay. What exactly is the change?
Like I have become calmer, like not
Very good.
arguing for everything.
So you were there in the last class? You were there?
I came for the Kannada class.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay, that language, this thing, you know.
No, I couldn't attend.
No, there's some one. No, one specific video, this thing, one slide on language that you did.
No.
Yeah, you should see that.
For me, it's been very peaceful because the last 9 days have been the Navratris up to today. So I've had, the Devi part at my house. I've been fasting. The thoughts have been less. So I've been in a very calm, peaceful state for the last.
Very good.
Today's the night. I'm recollecting that I am divine child.
Okay.
So that I am not getting involved in whatever is happening around.
Very good. Okay. What is required we do? Otherwise you become silent. You don't have to get agitated about life.
Yeah.
Okay, the life is nothing specific to you. Okay. It's a happening in the universal consciousness. We don't have to get agitated. Something is happening to me, and nothing will happen to me, the divine child. Everything will happen to something else. Yes.
That was quite a big eye-opener that the language causes most of the duality.
Actually, there's no language, there's no spirituality, there's no religion. Okay.
So basically, you're just quiet and silent. You're at peace.
No, you are already quiet. Okay, the social child is making too much of noise. Don't get involved in that. What is required, do it and come back. Gayatri?
I don't know how to express it actually.
Actually,
I thought Chaitanya is doing each and everything. I thought Chaitanya will not do anything.
The pure Chaitanya. Shuddha Chaitanya.
Pure Chaitanya. I thought it is doing each and everything we are not doing. I know that we are not doers.
Yeah. Chaitanya in the pure form is just not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
Chaitanya in the mental form, mind form, it is creating thoughts.
Then only this is an instrument, it is doing. But when pure Chaitanya is not doing anything, only this is doing, then what is the purpose in living here? That I can't understand. Why? What for we are here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
See, this is actually just. Is there some?
What for he has created?
Who is he? Who is he?
That pure Chaitanya only.
See, the creation. Pure Chaitanya only. The creation is always called Leela, a play. Okay. So what is a play? I'll tell you now in this slide. This class I'll tell you. What is a play?
Actually, who is doer then?
There's a doing, there's no doer.
Only doing. Where is? Someone should do it, no?
There is a doing. Okay. The ocean waves are rising and falling.
Yes.
Who is doing the waves rising and falling?
Nobody.
There's a rising and falling. Sun is rising and falling.
Yeah.
Who is setting, right? Who is doing the sun rising and setting?
Totality.
That's all is there. Totality is doing. Now the problem is there is a doing. There is a totality is doing.
Yeah.
But I think I am doing. That's a problem.
I came to know that we are not doers.
Totally. The total. So who is doing? Your question is the totality is doing. The answer is totality is doing.
Then no purpose, no here. What for we are here?
To learn, to understand that you are here. To understand.
High time, really high time.
To understand. See, this is what is called God realization. So people say God realization. Something happened to him, God realization. What he understood is that the entire thing is functioning as totality. That's what is God realization. So purpose of life is God realization, people say. So what is the meaning of God realization? The God is the totality, is functioning through this body-mind complex. That is called realization, God realization. Not that God will come and stand, Bhakta, that's not God realization. The functioning of the God, which is totality, is we are understanding. That's called God realization. So the purpose of life is God realization. If you don't understand the purpose of life, the life will continue going in an illusion. I'm the doer, then I'm the doer will bring karma. The karma will bring more karma. So gradually you start realizing that it's the totality which is playing, which is God. So that understanding is called God realization. The purpose of life is called God realization.
After God realization, we don't want to stay here.
Who is we?
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya never says, I don't want to stay. After God realization.
Chaitanya is mixed in body, no?
Chaitanya is everything. Okay. So I don't want to stay here is called ego. Still you are saying I. So still that I has not.
Where is ego? What is ego?
Ego is something which says I, which is individuality. So that says I don't want to live.
Yeah.
Okay. So now gradually God realization that ego will dissolve, only God will remain. That means that still that I is there. Once God is there, then a lot of actions will happen to the God.
Yes.
Now the more beautiful action will happen. So the body will be used for some more beautiful action.
Then we have to wait and see.
Who is we?
Once again, the Chaitanya only.
No, when I say we, that's I, ego you are speaking of. Chaitanya doesn't wait. Chaitanya, everything is happening moment to moment. There's no question of waiting there.
Then what language we have to use? I or we?
You tell me.
Huh?
You're
that I don't know.
So we have started with the class. What is we, no? Right? There's so many heads we have.
Yeah.
So now you understand which head you are referring to.
Chaitanya.
Then silent, nothing doing. Silent, keep silent. So if there's mind is noisy, that means
no. The thoughts is completely stopped.
Silent.
Yes.
Right? Sit down. You can pull a chair also from outside. You can take a chair. Okay, one person can sit here. Somebody can sit. So, if you have already become Chaitanya, then there's no questions, there's no answers, simple silence. If that has not happened, there are questions. That means something is not learned, understood. Yeah, you can. It's okay. Everybody has got seat. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಶೇಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಉಚ್ಚ ನಿಯಮ ಅಂತ ಒತ್ತು ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಅರ್ಥ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಕೊಂಡು ಉಚ್ಚ ನಿಯಮ ಅರ್ಥ ಒತ್ತು ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದ್ರಾ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ what was important thing you could gather, and what is it? How does it change your life?
That I learned divine child, society child, and social. Society child, divine child. In the I learned which place I am. Always I'm thinking which place.
Which place you are? Society.
Society.
So you are able to find out?
Yes, sir.
You are able to find out. Okay. Okay. How does it help? Okay. Mind becomes silent?
Yes. Okay. I use last class.
Okay.
Thought about the triplets. In which place we.
Okay. So how does it help?
Help to differentiate our thoughts. Like these thoughts are from the social child. We have to get back to the divine child.
Okay. So how does it help?
Helps in clearing confusions.
Okay. Okay. Uma?
Silence.
Silence. Silence. Okay. Sean?
So the thought arises. That thought is being associated with the speech, with the mental activities, and this time when there is no thought, like the deep sleep, is the original state.
Original state, yeah.
And as soon as I get up, there is a thought that is arising. That's taking the language, speech, and everything else. And that I is getting disturbed.
Yeah.
When this is recognized, then the separation of the I and the mind becomes clearer.
Yeah. The entire spirituality is separation of thoughts and awareness. That's all. This separation of thoughts and awareness is called liberation. Okay. Whereas enlightenment is different from liberation. People confuse enlightenment and liberation. Enlightenment is insights into life. It's intellectual and intuitive level. Whereas liberation is separation of thoughts from the awareness. The moment you understand I am not, I am awareness, not a thought. That separation is happening. Right?
Language is the biggest.
Language is the biggest problem. So how does it help you? Don't speak or what?
Was not there.
Okay. I came from this side. Okay.
Saw the videos. According to that, I recollect the snake and ladder game. Keep going and falling. So if you catch hold of the Jnana Marga, there's a direct ladder.
Yeah.
And then smaller is just the claim. Things are just happening. But you just be aware. When I feeling comes, if you just be aware that this is a claim.
So how does it help?
Helps a lot.
Helps a lot.
Trying to watch life changes.
Okay.
Sometimes I get involved in it. I want to separate it and try my.
Okay. Very good. Remote is there? Remote, the black one. Do you want to say? Okay, so let us continue. can you just check up in that sofa and things. Suppose remote में black.
You should announce a reward, then everybody will search.
Those who get the remote in the quickest time will get enlightened this moment. Ask for the area. That's not that one. One black one, TV wala. Huh? No, it is not one inside that guy.
You get re-enlightened.
Prabhu, you got it. Only you got it.
I got it. I thought I'll give it opportunity for somebody else also. Okay, so for some people missed the last class, for them just a quick review, summation. So who missed the last class?
Yes, master.
Okay. And now
Divya
saw the video. So one request for all of you is that the discussion will open up only when I ask the question type. Okay. Otherwise, in between will not in cross discussion. When I say a question, everybody is free to ask question. At that time, we'll have discussion. Others will continue. Others will just keep shifting.
It has come.
It is coming.
It came earlier. Try HDMI 2. 2. It came in. Yeah, this one.
No, this.
This is not.
No.
Are you able to put that F8?
They have it back that cable is moved. Contact phone.
Control.
Control? Yeah, I have the thing. What about?
I'm just seeing if it's the cable problem.
Okay, so let's start. Those who are not come, right? When you are born to your mother, how many children were born? Only answer is from the people who missed the class, right? When you are born to your mother, how many children were born?
One. Three.
So, when you are born to your mother, okay, the mother and father gave a body, which is called biological child. But mother and father didn't give consciousness. The consciousness came from the Shiva Shakti, Chaitanya. So, how many children are there now?
Two. Shiva Shakti.
The body is one child, biological child. The consciousness is the divine child. Okay. So now the two children were when they are born. Within some time, the third child also will come into picture. What is the third child? The social child. So the society will start. The lot of interaction will happen. The parents, the grandparents, the society, father, mother, and all. So you start learning thoughts. So now the mind comes into picture. So the third child is mind. The divine child, the social child, and the mind. Okay. Out of this, which child is noisy, very noisy?
Social child.
Social child. Who are you?
Divine child.
Because the divine child never grows up. It's always same. You ask 10 years back, I was there. Now also I am there. After 10 years also I am there. I has never changed. That is the divine child. So deep inside you know that you are the divine child. But you are always confused by the social side. Oh, I was 10 years back. I am here now. I am worried. The I has not changed, but the worry part you have started putting on the divine child. So deep inside you know that you are divine child. That's why you say never say I has changed. I never changes for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right? So 10 years back I is same. Now also is the divine child never grows. The human child grows up, becomes old, and dies. The society child is always worried. Right? So really which child are you?
Divine child. All three together.
Were you born three together?
No.
The society gave it to you. Society dumped on everything onto you. So it's not yours, it's society's. So are you the biological child?
No. Little bit.
No, the biological child is conscious that after you die, the biological child will be in the table. So that will be taken and burnt.
Yes.
So what are you?
Divine.
Then why are you forgetting a divine child? Why are you like living like a society child? Why are you like living like a human child?
So they are living in the society now.
You can live in the society, but have you become your society child?
Yes.
See, the question is, you are living in a society, you can interact with society, but how did you forget that you are a divine child? You are living in a society, you don't forget that I am a father and mother's child. Biological child, you don't forget. Huh? But how did you forget you are a divine child?
Because we involve ourselves in all that society, whatever they
Yeah, but I mean, do you have father and mother? So involving society, you don't forget that you have father and mother, no? Huh? But you forget that you are a divine child, no? How is possible? I mean, involving in society is an excuse. But then how can you forget? No, how can you forget? Actually, you're not forgotten. See, you say 10 years back I was there. Now I'm here. The society child has changed. The mind has changed. The biological child has changed. The body has changed. But I has not changed. What is that I?
Divine child.
Then you say, how can you forget it? You are already forgotten. You are confusing. You know. Change the cable, guys.
No, this cable is not good.
I got it.
Just check if it's HDMI 3 or something.
Just change it to another port, HDMI 3 port or something.
Public toilet not going to.
What are you trying to do?
Why did you
brought it?
No, it's all right. No, come. It's more comfortable. Will you move? Then she can come. It's all right. Come. Come a little more this side. There's one more place there. The bag is put down.
Just switch on and switch off once this laptop. Maybe that's.
It didn't work in my
No, that is. You said this is problem.
projector.
Projector.
Yeah, we tried all the other.
How to cast? I don't know.
Can you casting? From laptop to
Mobile.
Something else.
So this is the other one.
Where is that coming from?
That is actually some the Chromecast or something like that.
So that's connected to something. No? You connect this cable to that. Unless if the cable is faulty, it should come. Some port should be working. No?
That's what we have swapped now.
It's up.
Yeah, even now it's
Also,
not.
the cable itself is faulty.
Cable is
Cable became 47.
Or we can use that HDMI cable, Guruji, the black one. The black one which you are using for setting up.
No, we have to go through the title school. Okay, away. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's go.
You can Chromecast that. You clear the Chrome. That's working.
I don't know how to operate that. There's a Chromecast. You know how to operate that?
From laptop.
From that. From
It can be done from mobile.
From mobile, if you have Wi-Fi. Do you not have Wi-Fi in this?
I have Wi-Fi.
Then I don't know how to set up. I have not set up on this.
ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ
Mobile.
ಡ್ರೈವರ್
No, if you can access this data in your mobile because you are saving it on OneDrive, right? She's saying then you can cache it on the TV.
but then PPT how do I change mobile from mobile?
Yeah, mobile only manually we can change. It's a PPT, right? You can always.
Yeah, I have the mobile. Then what do I do? Okay, forget it. We are spending time. We'll break time. We'll try to do. Okay. Let me just So there are 3 children. Okay, where always we know that deep inside we know that we are divine child. That's why we never say I thing. But always we confuse with the society child, right? So get us confusion by distinguishing. Society child is thoughts. Okay. So for example, I am eating banana is a thought. The divine child is I am aware that I am eating banana is divine child. The awareness is divine child. There are 2 things are happening when I thought comes. There is a thought. I am happy is a thought. So I am aware that I am happy is the non-verbal thought. Knowing. Okay. So we are confusing these 2. You have to separate out the knowing from the thinking, right? This is one thing. Then another thing which we learned in the last class was I'm not a doer. For example, do you make a cup of coffee? You make, right? So you make milk also. You make coffee powder also. Huh? You make that steel vessels also. So why? That means how do you make a cup of coffee? By means who makes that? Who makes the coffee? Coffee. The plant. The coffee plant. You didn't make it. And coffee plant got sunlight, and because of the light, coffee plant. Sun is responsible also. Wind is responsible. So making one cup of coffee requires a lot of cooperation from the universe. So how can you claim that I am doing coffee? The total universe is participating in making a cup of coffee also. That's called God. Totality is participating. So we say that I do it, I take a claim. In reality, I am forgetting that there are so many other factors. So the entire universe is participating. Can the sun be there without the solar system, galaxy? The totality called Brahmanda is participating in one small act. So that's called God acting through you. Okay? I am never a doer. I am an instrument in the hands of the divine. That understanding has to come. Become free from karma. Project is there. Where do you project? Okay. Take it.
If you have Wi-Fi on your
Mobile.
thing, if you can download this Chromecast app.
Chromecast app.
It's just as a phone. You should download it that on the phone and then what happens.
Oh, okay.
Then you have to get connected.
I'll put this thing project. LCD project is there. Chromecast app is there in laptop also.
You can download anywhere.
Desktop app.
Desktop also.
We have the project around.
USB. I'll try that.
This is my
USB. Maybe HDMI. Try this. HDMI. Okay, let us take up something else now. Switch off the light. Can you see something?
Yes.
Little bit lower. Okay. Okay. So let us go back. Okay. So, fine. Coming on face.
Little hard.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay for all of us? Okay. Okay. Fine. So, all of you have gone, have an experience of something going on in your head, right? Thoughts continuously, fear, anxiety, stress. Does it happen to you? Huh? There's something goes on in your head all the time. How did this come into picture? Did it come to you when you were born as a child? So I'll just go back a little bit for the people who have not missed the last class. Okay, so when you are born, there are 3 children are born. Okay, the first child is human child, which is biological child, which father and mother gave you body. The second child is the divine child, which is consciousness, which came from Shiva and Shakti, Chaitanya. And the third child is the society child, which is the mind. Okay, the third child came later, but that's the most troublesome child, right? So everything happening in your life, you're saying, I am in trouble. Who is in trouble? Is the divine child in trouble? Divine child is always peaceful and silent. Oh, I am worried. Biological child also doesn't get worried. Biological child has pain, leg pain, stomach pain, all those pains are there. Biological child problem is food, hunger, pain, sex. Biological, bodily. Society child has a lot of problems. Because how many parents society child has? It's multiple parents. Okay. It's actually in English language called bastard. Okay. So right. The society human child has only 2 parents, father and mother. The divine child has also 2 father and mother, Shiva and Shakti. So now when you say I, which one you are referring to?
Mainly we are referring to society child.
Divine child.
Huh?
Divine child.
Society child.
All three.
Society child is never I, because society child is continuously changing. Society child yesterday is not same as society child today, my dear. So 30 years back, where are you? Bangalore? Huh? So, I mean, which you are in any other city at any point of time? Okay, 30 years back, you are there in Bangalore.
Yes.
The body has changed. The mind has changed. Now are you here? You are here. So what has not changed?
I, divine child.
The I only has not changed. Correct? Society child has changed. The mind has changed. The body has changed.
Yes.
Then when you say I, whom are you speaking of?
Divine child.
Always you are speaking of divine child, but always confusing with the society child. Society child is not I at all. Are you clear? Clear?
Always you are talking about society child only.
That is, I am telling now who you are really. Right? You are confusing yourself with the society child, but you know you are divine child. That's why you speak of I, unchanging I. Right? Deep inside you know. Clear? Clear, everybody? Nobody has to tell you. I was there, I am here now. Deep inside you know already divine child. But always confusing the society child and thinking, crying. Why? Are you clear? So now this happened to once. So now this society, when you are born, okay, in the mother's womb, you were nicely packaged. Right? There was no stress, no thoughts, no worries. The child is also born, has no worries, peaceful. But when you grow up, because of society child, you become like this. Are you clear here? Right? Because of the society child. So from here you have to go. Here you have to remember that I am the divine child. So this is biological child with a consciousness. It's always peaceful. I give you example of Amazon delivery. So when you Amazon is delivering some product, it will package it nicely. You are not able to see that other side, no? Now it is, right? So when Amazon is delivering a product, it will package it very nicely. Okay. So you are delivered. Your shipment time is 9 months. Very well packaged, and no stress, no worries. Any worries are there in mother's womb? When you are born, peaceful. Delivery is also fine, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has God promised the delivery requirement? What is required for the whatever is promised as a product is delivered?
Yeah.
What is the promise of the product? God.
Pure.
This silence and peace, the consciousness, Chaitanyam, divine child has come.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the only promise. So then you say, oh God, why this problem for me? Whose problem is? Society's child's problem. Okay, you are every day praying to solve the problem. Whose? Divine child's problem is? The divine child is never problem. So the product is delivered as promised. What is the nature of this child? Blissful. That's why we call children as God. Right? That's why people told, have some children, then at least you'll get some buddhi. So 1 or 2 children when you produce, then at least you learn from them. Right? But when you grow up, what has happened? This child has come into picture, society child. This child.
That's a lot.
Lot of thing in the head. Right?
Bad thing, good things, everything.
There's nothing called bad in this society. Everything is society. All is this thing. This child, the divine child, has one father and mother, Shiva and Shakti. This has father and mother, biological father and mother. This is a bastard. Thousands of fathers, thousands of mothers. And no, naturally it will cry. Okay. Who are you? Who are you really? You know it inside all the time. So you say I, which never changes. But you always confuse with the society. Get over this confusion. Okay? So remember your true nature, which is this one. This we say in this is actually Vatasya patre Kute shayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. So the divine child is called Krishna. That's your inner nature. That's why you say always I, which never changes. Then how are you confusing with that society child? You tell me. You in one word you say I, which never changes. The moment you say that I'm worried, you will say. You are mixing up the two things which are completely unrelated. Are you getting what I'm saying? Huh? This is called superimposition in Vedanta. It's called abhyasa. Okay, so that's why earlier they show Krishna as like child, enjoying and blissful. The divine child in you is always blissful. It is never grown. It has no stomach pain, no leg pain, nothing. That's why I never changes. 20 years back also I never changed. Now also I never changed. Future also I never change. And that's exactly what you are. And why are you confusing with the society child? Society child is moment to moment changing. Is this clear to all? So now, when it's delivered, the God has done his promise. The divine child has come with you, with the biological child. What is the promise of God? Bliss. Bliss has come. Okay. Huh? Happy. Child is happy. That's why child is called God. But what happened to you after some time?
All the things.
Huh?
All the things he runs.
But who? But what happened to child? Divine child. The problem is learning is not a problem. Forgetting that I'm the divine child and confusing the society child is a problem. The confusion has to be removed. That's all. Okay. So then, Amazon, if you don't like the product, you'll send it back. So Amazon will accept it. Huh?
If damage is there,
if the damage is there, it will not accept. Now you have done the damage here. Multiple damage. So can you go back in original condition like a child? So that's called mukti. How do you do that? Nothing has to be done. You have to again and again remember I'm the divine child. That's all. You are forgetting moment to moment. Come back to your divine child nature again and again. That's all. Nothing else is required. That's all. It's called spiritual sadhana. That's why Ramana Maharshi says, "Who are you?" Are you clear? So this is just a revision of what happened in the last class. Okay. Now, is this picture familiar to anybody? Sorry, I'm reduced. Something looks familiar here. There is a constantly something going on in the head.
The loudspeaker.
Something goes on in your head all the time. Yes. Robin? Huh? So there is somebody who constantly speaks in your head.
Yeah.
Yes. Huh? Is there you want to sit here? You can sit here. Put a chair. Put a chair. So how many people have this small little guy in their head?
everybody is having that.
Who is this little guy? Who is this little guy? This is a society child. This is the society child sitting in your head, giving always constantly complaining, constantly giving problem. Okay. Now all your spiritual sadhana is to get rid of this fellow. Why you want to get rid of the fellow? You remember your divine nature, you are free. Whatever a society child is coming there constantly telling you, these are like ghosts, no? Huh? Right? So what does this tell? Does it give some good advice anytime? Say, what happened? What happened? See what happened? Always creating fear. Huh? Right? Anytime the society child comes and says, be peaceful, my dear, does he say? No. Always constantly creating fear in you. Because fear is the future. That's why it's ghost. So do you have something? Uma, something in your head like that? But that's not you. That's the whole problem. You're confusing this me. That's the problem. You are the divine child, which is I, which has never changed. Why are you confusing with this guy who is coming and constantly telling you something? You are the one who knows that, who is aware of that. One who knows that, oh, there's a constant chattering going on in my head. Are you clear? Do you understand the difference? So this fellow is chattering fellow is the society child. Simple. Can you remove the society child?
No.
Huh?
No.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You have to remember your nature. I am the divine child. That's all. You don't have to remove the society child.
We can't remove also.
Don't need to. You have to remember your divine child. Right? That's all. Nothing. You don't have to remove the society child. You don't have to struggle to remove the society child because it's too many. Okay. So now what is the nature of this society child? You see, this is always creating fear. Stress. What happened? What happened? Okay. Yeah, my health is not good. For whose health is not good? Which child? No, it's a human child, biological child. Okay. The society child will come and say, what will happen to you tomorrow? Huh? Kya hoga? Divine child is having pain. Okay, fine. The society child will say, what will happen to you tomorrow? Huh? Tomorrow you'll have to lie on the bed. Who will take care of you? Who will look after
main question.
So you have to understand the society child will have always problem. The human child will always have a problem. You have to remember, I am not the society child, I am not the human child, I am the divine child. Okay, then you have to come to peace. Because you cannot repair, you can do little bit repair for the human child problem. You can do little bit repair for the society child problem, but it's all unrepairable. Got it? So what you have to remember? ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಇದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನ್ನಾನೇ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. So again and again you have to remember your divine nature. Don't try to, when you do whatever is required for society child, little bit. You do what is required for a human child. Okay, the society child will go, the human child will go, but divine child will never go, which is you. So now what you are doing, instead of addressing the divine child, you are addressing the society child and trying to solve the problem, which is never ending. Instead of addressing the divine child, instead of remembering the Baba inside you, you are trying to repair the human child. You can do a little bit repair, but you cannot fully repair it. It's human. How much repair you can do? One day it will become grow up old, become old and die. Right? Instead of that, recognize your true nature and become peaceful. That's the purpose of human life. That's all is the purpose of human life. Any questions? Are we clear? Are you able to see?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'll tell you why this society child is coming here. Picture. Right? Anybody has an idea why the society child is coming like this?
Live in society.
So what? So what happens here? Why the society child is coming is because of this reason. Just see. Can you see what is going on? See, your brain is a computer. Your brain is nothing but a computer. Okay? Understand? It's a machine. That means the human body is a machine with a computer. Proper? Understand? Now the computer can be programmed.
Yeah.
Okay? If you program a computer to do that job very well, calculation, whatever is that.
Yeah.
True? Any program you run on the computer to do. Yes or no?
Yes.
And who all have programmed your computer in your head? You tell me. Huh? You started with your mother, father, TV, mobile, grandfather, friends, school teachers. Everybody has done nice programming of your computer. No wonder so many thoughts are coming. Huh? But are you that computer?
No.
You are the awareness of the computer. Are we clear? Huh? Are you living your life or your life is being lived by the society? You tell me. You are running these programs only. You are executing these programs only. Your life, the purpose of your life is to come out of these programs and recognize that I am the divine child. That's all is the purpose. You understand? There are so many programs are running. Wonderful programs. Junk programs.
The program, good, bad, ugly, everything is there.
Everything is there. That society is actually, incidentally, I told you, public toilet. Society is like anybody can dump everything, you will dump on your head. Now, when you say I am unhappy, who is unhappy? Tell me. This program. Okay. It has nothing to do with you. I want enlightenment. Who says so? I want liberation. Who says so? The divine child is already peaceful and free. It has nothing, no problem with liberation. Huh? Where are your gods and puja are coming from? The programs here. When God himself or you has come as you, the divine child, you are doing puja somewhere. Okay? And every day you are praying, God, save me, solve my problem. Whose problem you are solving? Can the society problem be solved? No. Sri Krishna Paramatma came, Mahabharata war happened, Jesus Christ came, Buddha came. Huh? Society problem has been ever time solved? Huh?
Increased, in fact.
Increased, it will be like that only. So whose problem you are trying to solve? You have a headache, you have a problem because you think you are getting messed up with this guy. Okay, you are confusing yourself with this guy. Try to understand your nature and be peaceful here. Why are you, how much problem, how many things you can solve? You go to a psychiatrist, right? Huh? And what the psychiatrist do? He also has a program in his head. Some program transfer happens. Exchange. Understood? Huh? The human child, the body will have always problem. It will never, they will come. Some problem, leg problem, stomach problem, head problem, okay, old age problem, all problems will come. Okay, some doctors can come and repair a little bit, but that problem will continue. The society child will always have a problem because it's a child of multiple fathers and multiple mothers. But what about you? Why you have a problem? The divine child has never a problem. You understand? Is this clear to all? Now you are living like this. You understand? What is this guy? A robot, a machine programmed by the society. It's called bio boot. I am worried. I have a problem. Who has a problem? Society has a problem. My program is running and says I am worried. Are you understanding? I have ambition. Whose ambition is that, sir? Huh? Programs. This is what you are actually. This is what is meant to be spiritual. That's why Sri Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, human beings are running like machines. Okay, what do you call yantra? That time he said yantra, like, okay, like machines you are running. This is what your machine. The robot concept he told in Bhagavad Gita itself. So please understand, all your dreams, all your suffering, all your pain, all your happiness, all your joys, all your likes and dislikes are from the society, and you are executing them like a machine. You never had a problem. You understand? How does it make a difference in your life if you understand this? I am always peaceful, right? No, I'll do sadhana and become peaceful. Who will do sadhana, my dear? It's a society child. Will it become ever peaceful by doing sadhana? You have to recognize that's what is jnana. Okay? Are you clear now? So, also you understand, let's just tell me some of the mistakes you have done in the past. Don't have to tell me exactly, I mean, you don't have to be very personal. A lot of mistakes we do in life and we regret, I did a mistake. Okay? So, can you tell something? I got married is a common thing. I don't want that. That is common to all. That's other than generally, you can tell me something specific. Yes. Oh, engineering is a mistake. Why engineering is a mistake?
I wanted to go for BSc. Admission, ನಾನು admission ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. Then cousin ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು engineering.
Okay. Accidental engineering. So the past is about regrets. Right? Okay. So the past is also about guilt. I should not have done this. Do you have guilt? Anybody has a guilt? Huh? Guilt is the past is about guilt. The future is about fear. Future is always about fear. Okay. What will happen to me? What will happen to me? Right? Future is about worries. I'm worried too much here. What will happen to me tomorrow? So the future is about worries and past is about regrets. What is the present? Present is what?
Unsatisfied.
Present is always peaceful. Okay. The future is about, past is about guilt, regret, grievances. That fellow did like this to me. I am like this because of that fellow. My friend, no. He put me into engineering. Okay. Sadness, bitterness. And I don't forgive that fellow. Why the hell he put me in engineering? So this is about the past. Right? So all of you have this something. And what is about future? Uneasiness, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, fear. Huh? So where are you actually most of the time? Please tell me. Past or future? Past or future? So there's funny thing about past and future. Okay. If you ask a young boy, he doesn't have past. Young children, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have future. He's always on the future. So one day, ek din hongi come, I'll do this, I'll change the world, and all those things will be as a youngster. He has only future, right? He is always about the future. Okay. Hope. Hope also is that these are all negative things. Hope. I'll do this, I'll do this. Then about the old man, what will happen?
Only past.
Yes, dead end is over. Yes, runway is already over.
Yeah.
Okay, now he doesn't have a future. Yeah, you know, in my old days, when I was young, I used to get rice at 1 rupee per kg. Okay, if you ask old people, they always speak of the past. Okay, now come the middle-aged guys, 40 to 50. They are actually half life is over. Past is over, future is over. Okay, so now the past, all the hopes of the past is gone now. I'll change the world. Then they realize that they can't even change the wife or children also. Okay, they come to middle stage. Right now, the lot of the hopes and this thing have gone. The future doesn't look very bright also. So yeah, that's what it's called midlife crisis. Heard of this? Midlife crisis. Many people take very serious spirituality when the midlife crisis comes. I'll be very serious spiritual. The moment I say I'm spiritual, then I understand this guy is around 40, 45. Till that time, the childhood is full of hopes. The old age is full of despair. So which category do you come in, my dear? come to the present. Okay, just get that over glass. Oh, that's the glass. Yeah, that one. Yeah, right. So this is past. It's going into future. Okay, the past is continuously going to future. The present is one small moment. Right? Is that our life? Continuously, mind is going into past to future. The mind's job is past to future, and mind is what? This program. Continuously past to future. The present is completely missed out, and the divine child is only present. It has no past or no future. The society child has only past and future. The divine child has only present. So one day I'll get enlightened means who will say that? The divine child is I am enlightened. This one day I'll get enlightened. When I say here and now, some people get angry. It only theoretical. I'm not saying theoretical. The divine child is always here and now. When you are speaking of past and future, it's the society child. Society child will never get enlightened. Divine child is always in the present. So who has a problem? So entire spirituality is to learn how to come back to the present. Live in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past. The future is for the society child, past is for the society child, or human child. Human child is also tomorrow that the back pain will start. Okay? No, back pain should not start. What happened? My grandmother at the age of 60 had a back problem. Well, I have it. You will also have it. You will also have a leg problem also, neck problem also. Okay, that's a human child problem, right? But at any point of time, go back to the divine child, I, which is pure consciousness, peace. That's what is spirituality. Okay. What's wrong?
Shekhar's question.
What is Shekhar's question?
Okay, I'm in the present now. What to do?
So, what is society doing to you is it's not allowing to you stay here. Okay. The moment you stay here, you're one with the God. It is so small, more narrow, you'll miss it. Okay. Because the thoughts will come and overtake it. So you'll miss this point. The spirituality or enlightenment is again and again come back here. So that now it looks like this, not like this. Continuously going from past to future. Instead of that, you are looking life like this. Where there is no past, no future. Is it possible no past and no future? For the divine child, yes. For society child, always past and future are there. For human child, there's a past and future. For the divine child, there's no past and future. Divine child is always now. So can you look like this? This is called spirituality. This is called enlightenment. This is called liberation. Possible? Not like this, not like this, but like this. How do you do that? If you don't do that, you are not living your life. Your life is being lived by the society. Your life is only here. Your life is always in the present, never in the past, never in the future. Actually, if you don't do this, if you are living like this, you are actually being lived as a robot. So when you go to a park, okay, Your mind is full of mobile gadgets. Now you go to any bus and all, people will not the next person. They will do WhatsApp only communication. Okay, right? Huh? Within the house also, room to room communication is WhatsApp only. Everyone. Right? Head is full of
communication at all.
Huh?
No communication.
No communication. Head is full of everything. Whereas a child mind is empty. Okay, the child is seeing the plants, sun. This guy is never seen the sun or plant. When you go to park, you have never seen a park in your life. At best, the moment you go to the park, you take a selfie. You don't even see park. The moment you see sun, selfie. You don't see the sun. I have gone to many tourist places. Everywhere people are. They don't see, experience what they have come for. You miss the present moment. Selfie is for what? For the future. Are you living your life? My dear, living your life is called spirituality. Okay? And if you live your life fully in this moment, you are always so blissful. You say, anytime I'm ready for death. I don't want death. If you are able to live any moment fully, you are full. Nothing more to pending. Are you living life fully in this moment, like this, or constantly looking for something to happen? Understand? So now, what stops you from living life like this, horizontal? Tell me. You are actually constantly running after the society chain, past and future. Whom are you doing like that? Huh? This is Baba. No past, no future, present. What's happening in the present is, that's all it is. Okay? Now this is Baba. Baba, 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 please save me. Baba, save me. Society child. What happened to you? Baba says, my dear child, you are like this. No past, no future. The present. What's happening in the present? Nothing is happening. Tomorrow you may have a leg pain. Now also you may have a leg pain. At this moment, I am peaceful. I am the divine child. Again, they can go back to divine child. It's called spiritual life. Yeah. So this is actually going to the past. Sorry, going to the future. The past. Past is so many things. Okay, it will go to the future. The future will start becoming past. We are shuttling between the past and future like a robot. Come back to the present totally. Is it clear? That's all spirituality. That's all religion. Nothing more. If you are able to live fully in the present moment, accepting life what has come to you, you are done. The purpose of life is over. That's called Jivan Mukti. So you think something has happened to the Buddha and all? Nothing has happened. They were running like this. Buddha was running like this for 6 years. Okay. Then one day realized, oh my God, let me live like this. That is called enlightenment. How to live like this? Again and again to come to the present. How to come to the present, I'll teach you now. Okay. So that you realize, I am that, I am Shivoham, I am pure consciousness, Shiva Surapi, I am the divine child. That recognition you have to have. That divine child has not gone nowhere. It's always there. When you say I, it's the divine child only. But you are confused with the society child. Come back, drop this society child, come back to the divine child every moment. I'll teach you how. Okay. So we'll go for a break, few minutes break, and then continue.
the devotional teacher is very
lemon juice with the ginger.
Preeti said to tell you that she couldn't come because her brother died.
Who?
Preeti, who comes with us. And she went to Indore, came back, but someone was flying in from Bombay to see her or some others.
You can watch the video. The dot, the two dots.
Liberal and enlightened.
I let people talk.
How about past karmas and all those things they are telling you?
I used to struggle sometimes. But today,
ಇದು ಊಟ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಶೋಭಾ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟಿಗೆ 20. ಹೌದು, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. What? What? She has gone. She has gone. Okay.
They're not complete. They're divine children. So we still need. We need.
Go vegan. Go vegan.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಟಿವಿ ಚಾನಲ್ ಅವರು ವೀಗನ್ 3 ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಲು ಮೊಸರು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಬೇಡ ಇದು ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್
Give injections, we have more.
we went there because ನೋಡಿದೆ.
Like in our house, you know, we want to make food products. Even if it's sweet products,
ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿನೂ 1 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಫುಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇಕು
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
Common pieces. That is very good.
There, I think it requires a little bit focus. Blood.
Yes.
Not this one, but
Yeah.
So, yeah, how do you come back to the divine child present moment? Is the question. Anytime you can come back. We focus.
Power of now.
So, everybody is back. The society child is always in the past or future. Okay, the past and future both are not there really. Past is gone, future is not there. The beauty of human child is always in the present. Human body is always in the present moment. For example, when you eat food, immediately there is a digestion will start happening. Okay, the heartbeat, if there's little bit stress, the immediately heart will rise. That means human body is always in the present moment. So the very simple practice, shift your attention from the society child to human child over. Then you go back to the divine child. Shift your attention from the society child to the human child. Okay. Then you go back to the divine child. So let us do a practice now, right? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Become aware of your belly movement. Movement of belly button in and out. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದಾ Become aware of the belly movement in and out. When belly button moves outwards, there is life. When the belly button moves inwards, there is death. Constantly, the body is having life and death with in-breath and out-breath. But I am the divine child, I am the awareness watching this. I am free from birth and death. I am of the nature of awareness. Grato. Ahí está ahí. Asatoma Satgamaya Namasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Slowly open your eyes. What happens if you do that? Can you see the mind calming down? Uma? What will happen after that? Thoughts will come? Some thoughts will come? Right? So some thoughts or images may come. Okay? Let it come. So now what's happening is, these programs which are there are being deprogrammed. Something which is there already, it's coming out. If you ignore them, what happens? That program gets broken. Got it? So a lot of society programs are there. Something will give a noise, something will give picture, image will come. Let it come. And you continue observing the breath. You don't give attention to the society child. The society child drops that idea. It's asking for your attention. If you don't give attention, what will happen to that day? You'll drop that. So just like that, slowly your mind will become empty. The programs will, many of the programs get broken. Right? As you practice this, mind becomes more and more calm. The society child starts calming down. Human child will have its own problems, good and bad. Divine child,
No change.
no change. Divine child, no change. So again and again you have to go back to the divine child. Very simple. Shift your attention from society child to human child, to the umbilical cord, because this is where you are connected to your mother. Simple. Go back and you'll start feeling deep peace. Some thoughts will come, let it come. Again focus. Again comes, let it focus. As you do that, the society program starts becoming empty, becoming full. Is it a simple process? Huh? No complexity. Whenever you go back here, because this is a very important center, okay? Here, when you are in the mother's womb, you are connected through the umbilical cord. Okay, this was your center. Now, after you are cut off from mother, there's a food. The food goes there, get digested, and energy gets distributed. The breath goes to that center. So this is the center of your body. Take your attention to this center. You start calming down. Very simple process. If you keep doing this, many of your programs, old habit programs, just get dissipated. Any questions anybody has?
This is similar to the hara.
Hara is slightly below.
A little lower.
Hara is a little bit below the Japanese.
The Japanese hara.
Hara is a little bit below. So this is
this is the navel.
Huh?
This is
navel, Manipura. Okay. But are you able to feel that calmness? Okay. Are you able to feel that? And some sort of images will come. Suddenly some image may come. Okay, those are all subconscious impressions which are hidden. They'll come and get dissipated. But you should stay alert. And you should be aware that I am aware of this movement. That's important. I am the one who is aware of this movement. I am the awareness. Uma, did you do it?
Constantly doing it.
Yeah. So let the thoughts come, images come. They'll come and disappear. That will get emptied out. Okay. So let us do another practice. This is called Kundalini. Kundalini. Okay. So there is another center in our head and center. When you are in the womb of the mother, this particular center is open. Okay. This is actually what called Sahasrara. So that is soft. When the child is born, it's soft.
Yeah.
As the child grows up, it becomes hardened, closed. So when it gets closed, the child also starts feeling I am disconnected from the total consciousness. Just like this center is like that stem. So you are connected to the universe consciousness through this. So when your mother's womb, it still was open. It is connected. When the child is born, also after till some time it will be open.
Yeah.
So after that it gets closed. Then you start feeling separation from the totality. Okay. Now we'll open that again. So when I what you have to do, you have to close your eyes, okay, and gently be aware of the gently, no force, okay, as if you are looking, right, as if you are looking from inside, okay, no force, right. So then I'll come and touch your head, then you start feeling a vibration. So actually I'm energizing that center. So feel that vibration, stay in the vibration. Now what happens is now, throughout our life, the life energy is moving downwards. Okay, downwards towards the Muladhara. So towards the sex and food. So now in this process of initiation, it will reverse its direction. Instead of moving downwards, it will start moving towards the upwards. Sahasrara, which is actually Shiva center. So the Shakti starts meeting Shiva. So then there will be vibration. Just be aware of the vibration. Okay. Then simply be aware of the vibration. If any thought comes, too much thought comes, just chant Om Namah Shivaya. Okay. The mantra Om Namah Shivaya. It's a Shiva. I'm respecting Shiva, which is myself. Right. So the process is clear. So let us chant Om Namah Shivaya first. Okay. Om Namah Shivaya and Shivoham. These are two important mantras. The mantras were not done just like that. They had some meaning in that. The whole world, what we see, consists of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and space. Panchabhuta. They represent Shi, Va, Ya, Na, Maha. 5 elements. Om is the absolute reality. Om, Na, Ma, Shi, Va, Ya. Okay. So what you are saying is Om Namah Shivaya mantra. Everything in the world, the earth, water, the fire, wind, everything is Omkara, which means consciousness, which is my self, the I. Okay. So then that's your attention, and the attention goes outwards, Om Namah Shivaya. The attention has gone inwards, then still some memories and thoughts will come. Then it comes Shivoham. I am Shiva. Who says so? Which child says so? Divine child says Shivoham. Okay, I and my father are one. Shiva is my father. You are remembering the father. Now the divine child's mind is gone outwards. Then the world is seen. The world of Panchabhutas, you are remembering. All these are Omkara, which is consciousness, which is Shiva, the divine consciousness in me. So from the outer to inner mind, inner journey. First, let us chant Om Namah Shivaya a few times, with the understanding that everything in the universe is pointing to consciousness. Right? See, for example, I am seeing the light. The light is appearing in my consciousness. I am seeing the fan is there. The fan is appearing in my consciousness. So again and again we have to go back to consciousness, which is Omkara. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namah Om. Shivaya Namah Om. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namah Om. Shivaya Namah Om. See, here when you chant the mantra, they visualize the entire, anything in the world, the earth, water, space, appearing in your consciousness rather than being separate. Right? For example, I am seeing the fan. The fan is in my consciousness. Like that you will remember. Okay? So you should not say the fan is separate. The world is separate. It's one in my consciousness. Shiva. Hello? Hello? It will again. Jayat mo sana. Magbot na sila. Kaya ito niya. Sang taka. Tagkilud dito. Kilud kilud dito. So, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಚೈತನ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವನೆ ಮಾಡು. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. 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 ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. 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 ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. 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 ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಶಿವಾಯ ನಮಃ ಓಂ. ಶಿವೋಹಂ. 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 Sit silently. Okay. I'll come and touch your head. Be aware of the Sahasrara when I touch. Sensation. Take your attention in the breath that we have my hands. Take your sensations. Take your attention 1 inch above your head. The hand is in the attention to the mouth. Take your attention here. Gently bring it where this center. Hold your attention there. And hold. Just hold your attention there. Just hold. Hold your attention on the vibration. Again. Take your attention to change the breathing. Gently take the vibrations. Take your attention. Gently take your attention to the top of the head where I'm holding your hand. Can you feel gentle vibrations there? Good idea. Hold your attention on the vibration. Gently become aware of the sensations at the top of the head. Gently vibrations. Hold your attention. Gently become aware of the vibrations at the top of the head. Hold your attention there. Increase the vibration. Be there. Increase the vibration at the top of the head. Just be there. Gently be aware of the sensation at the top of the head. Increase. There are sensations at the top of the head. Feel the vibrations. Feel the vibrations. Gently be aware of sensations at the top of the head. Feel the vibrations. Feel the vibrations. Are you feeling the vibrations? Be in the vibrations. Come down the airport. Vibrations happen. stay in the vibrations. The entire energy of the body, Shakti, is becoming one with Shiva. Jiva, Shiva and Shakti become one. I am one with Shiva, Shivoham. With that feeling, you should stay there. Just be observing sensations, vibrations. Pay attention there. See what's happening at that center. If too many thoughts come, mentally chant Om Namah Shivaya or Shivoham and stay.
There is a struggle between the awareness of that and awareness of pulling down. There is a struggle.
Yeah, but then you don't have to. You just focus on that center. So that'll start pulling. It'll become. It'll generate momentum. Okay. And you have to have understanding that I am Shakti. I am becoming one with Shiva. Everybody's clear?
Should we sit in a certain mudra? Not necessary.
If you are comfortable, you sit in there. There's no. See, this is actually more of a sort of what we call as Shakti Path. Okay. Here, everything else is just a.
Focus more on the consciousness there.
Yeah, but the mudras help you too.
Yeah. That's whatever is comfortable, you do it. Shall we go next? So you had a question the last class, right? What was the question?
Karma is not a punishment.
Yeah. I'll tell you why karma is not a punishment, okay? So first you have to understand games and spirituality. Karma is a punishment. Right? So the life is a divine game, divine play. Okay. When we say divine play, Life is not there to God is some like a what you call as that fellow no who feels happy torturing people. Sadist. He's not a sadist. Okay, so it is not intention that you suffer in life. That's not the intention. It is a game. So that's why our ancestors said life is a game. It's called Leela, play. Okay, the life is a game. It's called Leela, play. I put in other way. Life is a divine drama. Life is a divine drama. If you don't understand it, it becomes horrible trauma. Okay. So what happens is that if it's not don't understand it, if don't understand it's a divine game, divine play, you start taking everything very seriously. Life, nothing is to be taken seriously. You have to have a commitment. You have to have purpose. But life is not serious. So that you have to understand. And that was taught to our children at the young age of 4 years by our old ancestors. They taught children at the age of 4 the divine play. Okay. So I wanted to add one more. Okay, I'll add that. I'll just show you. No, this is because I want another setting. Right. So okay. So The life what we experience is a divine drama. Okay. Now, if you don't understand this, life will become a big drama. In divine drama, people appear, they play their role and disappear. Appear, disappear. You start making it very serious, then you're in trouble. So our ancestors told in different ways that divine drama is all about. You have heard of this Narada and Vishnu? Okay. So the divine drama is called Maya. Here, one day Narada tells Vishnu, okay, what is Maya all about? I don't know. I'm so close to you and I'm unaffected by Maya because I'm brahmachari. Okay, I'm very close to you, so I don't get affected by Maya. Vishnu says, fine. And one day they were going for a walking near the seashore. Vishnu says, I'm thirsty, can you get me one glass of water? Narada runs to the nearby village and knocks at the door. A most beautiful girl opens the door. Narada forgets a glass of water. He falls at her feet and says, will you marry me? Okay, she says, yes. Oh, provide one condition. You have to take care of household, you have to do work. Okay. You have to earn money, enough money for our family. So Narada says, yes. Narada has forgotten Vishnu, Narada has forgotten Vaikunta, Narada has forgotten Maya. Now he is has a agricultural land. Yes, he is doing the everyday tilling and earning money. Okay. And they have 6 children also. And these children, one day there's a flood in the city, the heavy rains, many years are gone. Heavy rains are there, and the whole city is washed out. Narada's children are gone, family is gone. Narada starts crying, oh, what happened to my family and all. Then suddenly he sees Vishnu standing, what happened to my glass of water? Okay. So, the consciousness creates this like this. There's no time, there's no space. Okay, everything appears as time and space and living beings and disappears. Your life is momentary. How long is your life? How long you live?
Till death.
How is that till death? When is the death? What you don't realize that every moment the body is dying and coming up. Who is we are living? The body is on and off. On and off like a bulb. When the breath goes in, it's on. When the breath goes out, it's off. After 60 or 70 years, the bulb fuses. But that is not different. The bulb fuses. The on and off, birth and death. Birth and death is happening moment to moment. Okay, we traditionally say that after 60 years or 70 years, the person dies. That's a fusing of the bulb. But the birth and death is moment to moment. Moment to moment. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So for us, the concept is birth happens and death happens. It's not like that. Birth and death are simultaneous. As the birth happens, death has started. It's like they are actually coming together. Okay, the moment you start breathing your first breath, already 500,000 cells of your body start dying. Okay, another 500,000 cells get generated. Birth and death is continuously happening. But we have, our mind can only think of one point of birth and one point of death. It's not like that. Birth and death is continuously happening. But I am the consciousness which is not born, not dying, which is watching this. That's why you feel alive. This is alive, you say, not because of this is alive. Because you are watching it, it's alive. The consciousness is giving aliveness to that. Okay? You are the witness who is giving life to the body. The body is coming, going, upping, disappearing, upping, disappearing. Right? So the time appears, space appears. That happens, that you have an example of this in dream. In dream, suddenly you go to Paris. Paris appeared, London appeared. Okay, you went to Eiffel Tower, took a selfie, came back also. There's no Paris, there's no London. Okay? Similarly, there's no you, there's no me, there's only consciousness, Narayana, appearing and disappearing. Why are you making this whole thing as a serious business? One thing you have to make is you have to understand it's a movie. Try to get out of the movie and watch the movie rather than getting very seriously involved in that. It's all life. That's the purpose of life. Otherwise, you get trapped in that and life becomes a trauma. So this is also showed by a Parvati and Shiva playing dice. You have heard of this? Pagade. Pagade. Shiva and Parvati play Pagade. So you think Shiva and Parvati are playing Pagade and Kailas is sitting on this thing? This is the Pagade, the game of you and I are pawns in that. Appearing and disappearing. Suddenly she decides one person disappears. Okay, gone. Okay, so Pagade is not played in Kailasa. This is Pagade. This is the game. She plays some dice, some character appears. Okay. So this our ancestors told in the form of game called Chaduranga. This is a snake and ladder. It's called this is called Mokshapata. The game was called Mokshapata. So Mokshapata had 7 layers. This is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. They are called Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka. Various lokas. None of the lokas are constant. The purpose of the game is to go reach moksha, the liberation. Okay. So here each step by step you go is karma. And here if you go, do you do sadhana or grace? The biggest sadhana or grace will happen when first host to you jump to last. That can happen only through Atma Vichara or self-knowledge. Rest are all other spiritual paths. And you go some steps and fall back because of the vasanas, impressions. Okay. So that was the game of Mokshapata. It's called also called Paramapada. The game was called Paramapada, supreme reality. Supreme reality is I. The purpose is to understand I. The purpose is to understand I am the divine child. That's all is the purpose. So in that purpose, you do a lot of circus. Go there, do some breathing practice, go to yatra, go back, and oh, after going to yatra, so I'm like this only. Oh, after that I did so much of spiritual, I'm like this only. There are all vasanas. Okay, only Jnana can free you, Atma Vichara can free you. Atma Vichara is a direct path. It takes you to the last step. Paramapada. So you have heard of this game called hide and seek? Right? You know what is hide and seek? So there is in that game, there is one person called Ajji. Ajji. Okay, Ajji will close the eyes. Right? And other people will run and hide. So this person will go and try to touch them. They will touch the out. So they come and touch Ajji, they'll be free. Right? So that day I said earlier, they gave this song. Kanna mucche kaade gude uddina mute urli hoitu namma hakki nimma hakki hari hoitu. So what is, the game is Ajji. Ajji means wise woman, Gnani. Okay, it's also actually Jagannate, mother, universal mother. She will close the eyes. Okay, so then everybody is running around. Who is hiding and who is seeking? The Atma, Paramatma himself is hiding and he is seeking. Each of you is Shiva only. Okay, Shiva is hiding and Shiva is seeking. It is not Jiva seeking Shiva. Shiva is hiding and Shiva is seeking. Shiva is hiding in the form of body. Shivane Jiva, Jivane Shiva. Now you are seeking. Okay. Kade Gude is lost in the forest. This world you are lost. You are thinking that you are the body, mind, and intellect. You are lost. And if this case touches them, they are out. They come and touch Ajji. Free. Understand? This is called realization. And this education was done for the children. So there are many games like that. Okay, many games by which they taught spirituality to children, very young age. So the life is a game of hide and seek. Who is hiding? Paramatma. Who is seeking? Jivatma, but Paramatma. Jivatma only, Paramatma same Paramatma. Seeking. Then once you touch the Ajji, or the wise woman, or the Jagannatha, you'll be free. So that is actually Atma Jnana. Okay. So life is a game. In the game of life, there are certain rules. Right? Without rule, there cannot be game, no? So the cricket, there is some rule.
Yeah.
Kanna Muche, there are some rules. Right? If you violate the rules, you cannot play the game.
Out of the game.
Okay, the rules of the game called life is called karma. There are certain rules in the life game called life. And the rules are karma. The rules are not there to punish you. The rules are there for helping you to play the game properly. Okay, let us understand the rules. Karma is not a punishment, okay? Karma is actually the rules of game called life. If you don't follow the rules, there is no game. Right?
Will it be called karma or dharma? Will it be the rule?
No, dharma is order. Dharma is order. Karma is the game, rules of the game. Right? So dharma is the order. There is some order in that. That's a different aspect. So karma is a rule. Karma is the game. Okay. Karma is the rules of the game. Now there is a plus point and minus point also. Games. Right? In a game, you have positive points and negative points. Right? So in game called life, the karma has a positive point and negative point. That's called papa and punya. Okay. So what is papa punya? You do something good to others, you'll get some plus points. If you do something negative to others, you'll get some minus points. Okay. Now only this thing is this plus point and minus point don't cancel each other. It's not like I got 5 plus points and 5 minus points, I'll make it 0 points. No. 5 points, 5 plus points, minus points, you have to experience it. Why you have to experience it is, okay,
Minus point is experience.
both you have to experience. Yeah, plus point you experience, you have a body, mind, working organs, everything is working fine now. So good point, plus point and minus point you have to experience. It's called good karma, bad karma. It's not bad karma, papa punya, whatever is it. So now why papa punya has to experience is, what I do to you, what I do to anybody, I have to experience back. Why I have to experience back? Because there's no other you. Shiva only is doing something to Shiva. Now then he has to experience it back. Huh? Understood? If you hit yourself, you'll feel the pain. Right? If you hit others, you don't feel the pain. That's what you think. But if you hit others, you also feel the pain because he is also Shiva, you are also Shiva. That effect of that will come back to you. That's called karma. Is it clear? So now this is not a punishment. Why? This is a way of learning. Okay, you have to learn that there is no other. If you hate others, the hatred will come back to you because you are hating yourself. If you love others, the love will come back to you because you are loving yourself. There's self only. There's no other. For example, okay, in your dream, okay, you met a person and hit him. Right? So now, was there other person? It is you only appearing as other person. Till you learn that I only am everybody, you have to go through this game. The moment you realize that I only are manifesting as everything and everybody, Shiva alone is there, the game is over. And till that learning is not happening, there are rules. Now, these rules you want to call as punishment?
No.
Yes, Uma? For sure.
Only 6 balls to over is punishment.
Is that clearer? So the karma is not a punishment. Karma is a game designed for you to learn what you do to others will come back to you. Because there's no other. It's only you only. You hate a person, hatred will come back to you. And whoever has come in your life have come, oh, I have a bad husband, I have a bad wife, I have a bad relationship. They have come as a part of the penalty corner. You know, the penalty corner. You're not learned the lesson. Okay, play it again. Until you learn the lesson, it's repetition.
That's one. 6359.
6359, anybody has a scooty?
Red color.
Nobody. Scooty limdilala. 6359.
6359.
Nimda? Okay. Again, block
What is the basement of someone's parking?
It is like below 721 only.
No. We they have to park in the visitors lot.
Yeah, but he told me to. I can.
Okay, now he's. I think it's somebody else's car is blocking it. Somebody's vehicle.
No, I'm not blocked any car.
No, the security is calling.
Anyway, check it in.
Check it in. So if there's a thing, you can park in the visitors lot. Basement. So the karma is not a punishment. It's a mechanism for you to learn your divine nature.
And it's something, if we get back hatred, then we have to realize that maybe I have hated someone, so I'm getting it.
Love you.
So slowly learning will happen. slowly. Love begets love, hatred begets hatred, jealousy begets jealousy, anger begets anger.
Is it like rule that you will get hatred?
Yes, 100%. Because you are hitting yourself. It will come in different forms. That's called karma. Are you clear?
How to stay in this understanding, like you said, I am in everyone.
No, first you have to, don't worry about everyone. Recognize your divine self. As you start recognizing divine self, gradually start recognizing divine self in everybody. Okay? So, the Namaste is there, right? The ancient Indian system of Namaste means what? The consciousness in me and consciousness in you are one. I am not doing Namaste to the body. I am doing Namaste to the consciousness, correcting consciousness. Very simple, sir. There's a feeling of I amness in you. Is there I amness in her? One. Do you say I? She says I. They are referring to one I only. Not complex. You are making complicated because you're mixing up with society child. That's all. The moment you stop mixing with society child and human child, everything is simple. The divine child in you is I am. The divine child in her is I am. The divine child in her is I am. Are they different? I am is different. The I am body is different because you are connected with the human child. I am happy is different because I am connected with society child. I am is the divine child. I am in the divine child, her, and the elephant ant is same. Now that I am is referring to I, which is pure consciousness. Father. You are also calling I, she is also calling I, everybody is saying I. That I never changes. So then where is the duality? The duality is coming only because you are confusing the society child, that's all, and human child. Until you learn the lesson, that all I am and I is only one, you go through cycle of karma, the penalty points, plus points, minus points, you keep earning. It's not a punishment, it's a tool for learning. Any questions? Anybody? Yes, sir.
Yesterday, anniversary of Jallianwala.
Yeah.
So I was reading about that
General Dyer
ordered that.
Yeah.
Within 7 years, he died a very painful death.
What happened to him? Cancer?
He had his body paralyzed. Multiple strokes. And he died of a brain hemorrhage.
So many things will happen. Okay, it is very simple. The law is very simple. If you hit yourself, you will feel the pain. But if you hit others, you don't feel the pain. Okay, because you think it's others. There are no others. The pain will come back to you. It will take some time. That's all. That's karma. Because there are no others. Understood? The I in you, the I in me, the I in him is same. The society child is different. The human child is different. But don't confuse the society child, human child with the divine child. Divine child is same. Okay, any questions?
Karma is what you have done in your past life.
Now also. Karma has 4 types. There are 4 types of karma. You missed the last class, right? So there is no karma. That was the class. How to get rid of karma was the class. Now you are going to -1 step. Okay, there is no karma. We can get out of karma by understanding the nature of karma. That was the class last week. Say one class if you miss.
No, actually I came for Kannada.
Oh, you got that Kannada? No, the Kannada that who is not, I'm not the doer. You got it?
Only the divine child that day.
Or the I'm not the doer. Did you get it? Huh? You didn't get it?
Usually in the mask, it's also the same nickel and the same identity.
Yeah. No. I'm not the doer.
Yes. Just
Changing
the version.
Who is making the coffee?
Huh?
Who is making coffee?
Okay. First, then anyway, I'll answer your question of the types of karma.
We have done in Vivekananda class. Coffee.
I came for some Kannada classes.
Who is-
Because I couldn't attend.
No, that making coffee video
Making coffee video.
in Vivekananda class.
Okay.
And eating banana.
Okay. After the class, I'll show you some video. Okay. So there are 4 types of karma. There are 4 types of karma. Sanchita karma. You got it? It's okay?
Yeah.
Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami, and kriyamana. There are 4 types of karma. Sanchita means accumulated karma. Every lifetime you accumulate. So there are 4 types of karma called agami. Agami. Sanchita means accumulation. Okay. And prarabdha means what you have brought the body this time, this body. Kriyamana means what you are doing now. Aga means what comes in future. Okay. So Sanchita means many lifetimes you have done something. Each lifetime what you have done will become a karma. So in the language of Buddha, he gave an example of Sanchita karma. I have had many lifetimes and I suffered in many lifetimes. And tears of my suffering, if I had accumulated many lifetimes, they'll become an ocean. They'll become a river Ganga. And my backbones, if I pile, they'll become mountain Himalayas. That means lifetimes we have, and every lifetime we commit karma. So that will become what you call sanchita karma. It's an accumulation. Now sanchita karma is very large. It's called infinite almost. So from sanchita karma, we borrow some karma to take this body. Some good karma and bad karma, mixture. It's called prarabdha karma. So this body has come out of prarabdha karma. Okay. To give an example, this is your bank account. In this bank account, you have, let us say, 10,000 crores. Okay, a huge amount of money. And this lifetime, you need only 5 lakhs. So you've taken 5 lakhs and taken this body. This body has come out of prarabdha karma, 5 lakhs. So now in this, you start doing action, right? And you are a good businessman or woman. Every 5 lakh day, 5 lakh you rotate and make 10 lakhs every day. That becomes a karma which goes to accumulation. Okay. What is karma? A reaction to any situation, mental reaction, becomes the karmic impression. So that gets accumulated as agami karma or future karma, which will go into sanchita karma again. This cycle will keep on going. Okay. So now you can give it as an illustration. This on his back, the arrow, that's called sanchita karma. Okay, some arrows he has used, that's called prarabdha karma. Okay, so now these arrows which have gone out are called prarabdha karma. Enlightenment cannot solve the prarabdha karma problem. That means if you get gnana, you cannot solve it because already this karma has started giving the fruits. Why the body is that? Prarabdha karma has already started, it can't stop. Okay, it continues. After you get Atma Dhyana, what is Atma Dhyana? I am pure conscious, Shiva Swarupi. The future karma will be blocked. What is called? Agami karma will be blocked. Future karma cannot happen. And Sanchita karma will disappear. That means future lives will stop. Infinite Sanchita karma will get burned. Okay? But Prarabdha karma will continue because it's already in action. Okay. So the Prarabdha continues only because of that. A Gnani like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharshi, after Gnana also their body continues. And they go through cancer and pain because the Prarabdha karma is fructifying. Okay, why Gnani has a pain? It's Prarabdha karma. So it's fructifying. But future life will stop. The Sanchita karma will be burnt. Agami karma will stop. Okay. Sanchita karma also doesn't get burnt, it gets redistributed. Okay, the redistribution saying is that, okay, if a person gets enlightened, his good karma will go to his disciples, his santati, and his bad karma will go to people who who are creating troubles for his path of spiritual journey. It gets distributed in equal proportion. Okay, funny, for him it is gone. Right? But the karma, the moment you understand who is the doer, the karma doesn't affect you, it stops. Because you are not the doer. The totality is doing. So once you start understanding, I am the doer concept stops. The karma is not because what you do, the karma is because your notion that I am doing. You have a concept that I am the doer. That concept is causing karma. Actually, the karma is happening as a part of the totality. You are an instrumental doer, not a independent doer. Right? So this I'll show you a video after the class is over. Huh? End. Huh?
Karma means life is end.
Karma means?
Life end.
Allala. Life end?
Life is end.
No karma means life ends.
No karma means mukti. Life will not end. The body will continue. Body will continue because body is already prarabdha karma started. After the body dies, there's no birth. Okay. So the karma, those who understand the real secret of karma, they will be freed from karma. The real secret of karma is there's no independent doer. There's no individual doer.
Yeah.
Okay. If this understanding very clearly and deeply goes into you, you'll be freed from karma. That's called neshkarmya, non-doership.
It's like saying all that 1,000 crores in the bank are not many of the government.
It was never my mind. So it was never mine actually. So I'll give my notional right on that. Okay. So let us go to Darpana Prakriya. Have I done this?
No.
So let us imagine a situation where, okay, you are going in a rocket in outer space. The rocket in the outer space, you are sitting in the rocket and sun is behind you. The sun is behind you. What will you see in the front? Will you see light or darkness in the front? There will be not a single ray of light in the front, even though you're standing just in front of the sun. Okay? The reason is simple. If you have to see the sunlight, right, the sunlight has to fall on some obstacle, and reflected light only you see. Okay. So the reflection of light in space, there's not a single particle, not dust particle there. So that's why even people, when they travel in the outer space, they see only darkness, pitch darkness. Are you clear? So why I told this? Because that applies to consciousness. The consciousness of Chaitanyam is all pervading. Everywhere it is there. There's no place where it's not there. But it cannot be seen, it cannot be touched, it cannot be experienced by anybody. Because touch, sound, smell, taste, form, Rama, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsha, these are all belonging to sense organs. The Atma organ, Atma, self or consciousness cannot be, is not, you cannot get it from sense organs.
No form.
No form of any kind. So you can say it's invisible. Okay, what is visible is appearance in Atma. So now the presence of Atma is known in the form of visible, like a reflection. Okay. Atma's presence is known when there is an obstacle, like sunlight's presence is known when the obstacle is there, reflection is there. Like the presence of the Atma is known in the presence of an object, because object consciousness develops. See, for example, the banana. I am seeing banana,
Yeah.
right? So now, in the presence of banana, the consciousness is manifest as an object consciousness. Consciousness alone is the reality. Okay, pure consciousness has no objects. The pure consciousness manifests as the body consciousness, the world consciousness, the subject consciousness, and object consciousness when there is a obstacle to consciousness, when there is a reflecting media for the consciousness, right? So I have a subject consciousness. I see you, you are object, you are object consciousness. And I also realize that you are a subject consciousness. The manifestation of consciousness can be experienced, whereas consciousness itself cannot be experienced. Understand? So the why the creation is there is for consciousness to experience itself. Your question is why I am there? The consciousness of God wants to experience the world. Like once in a while you go to movie, no? So consciousness is experiencing itself through you. Without you, there's no experience. Okay? The consciousness is silent and non-dual. But the moment an object comes into picture, there's experience. And the experience is consciousness only. There's no chair. There's a chair consciousness. There's no fan. There's a fan consciousness. We don't say it explicitly, but actually it's a consciousness only. There's nothing called matter. The consciousness is God, and all that is there is consciousness. And this consciousness is a satyam, means reality. The object is mithyam, unreality. So mithyam is required for satyam to experience. Satyam experiences itself in the form of mithyam. Huh? Mithya means unreal. Okay. What is unreal? I don't know whether I have done that. Real and unreal class I have done. Sorry, people. Satya Mithya.
So what about Shakti?
Shakti is the expression, appearance. Whatever appears is Shakti only. Shakti, Shiva is pure consciousness. When Shiva appears as the world, it's Shakti. It's Mithya.
The Shakti, Shiva consciousness is what awareness.
Shiva becomes aware of himself by Shakti. Otherwise, she has no awareness. Silent and peaceful. Right? And the awareness, aware of himself, he has to be aware of himself only. There's nothing else. Right? There's nothing else. But it appears as a table. It appears as a chair. It is not a chair or table. It's consciousness only. That's why it's Mithya, not real, Satya. In your dream, you saw a tiger, elephant. The tiger appears there, but it's not there. Okay? So the appearance is your mind only. Like that, Shakti only appears as everything. It's not permanent. It's not real. In sense, it's not long-lasting. It's all Mithya. One who sees is Satya. Shiva experiences himself in the form of Shakti. Expresses in the form of Shakti. Experience in the form of Shakti. Okay? Everything is Shiva and Shakti only. Okay. This is analogy clear? Outer space and consciousness. Consciousness cannot know itself. Consciousness doesn't know anything. It's just blissful. It has no. It's not awareness also. It's not aware of anything. It's not aware of itself also. Only when there is Mithya appears, it becomes aware of the itself and other.
Body.
Reflected consciousness. It's both reflected consciousness and original consciousness also is there, because original consciousness is always everywhere. But what you are experiencing in the body is reflected consciousness, Shakti. Okay. Have you taken the class on reflected consciousness? I'll take it now. I'm taking it now. Is this clear? So this is the original consciousness, Shiva. Pure consciousness. Okay. It's called I. Denoted by I principle. So it's non-dual, there is no other, and it's not aware of anybody, it's not aware of itself also. Okay, it's like sun, no? If you ask sun, my dear sun, what is darkness? Sun will say, I don't know, because I never seen. you ask sun what is light, sun will say, I don't know, because he is the light. That is, the consciousness is not aware of anything. It's just awareness. It's not aware of anything. So that's called I. So when you say I ate food, which I you are referring to? Huh?
Body.
You are referring to body. Okay, body, can it eat food without I?
No.
So, okay, but I doesn't eat food.
Yes.
I never eats food.
Yeah.
Okay, body eats food, but body cannot eat food without that I. So there's a mixing up happening. Okay, consciousness which never eats anything, but when you speak of I, always you are referring to that I only, and always you are confused with body only. Anytime when you speak of I, you are always referring to Paramatma, which is not changing. It doesn't do anything. It's always there. This one. Okay, but when you say I eat food, you are referring to body. Body cannot eat food without that I. I doesn't eat food. In between, you make a claim that I eat food.
Who is claiming actually? Ego.
You only. I didn't claim. What did you say, Shana? This I, it doesn't even know that there is a body. This I in the pure form doesn't even know there is a body. Okay, this I'll tell you a next level of reality. The pure I has nothing else is possible in that. Right? There's no change possible. It's infinite. It's non-dual. It's pure. There's nothing there. If, for example, if you ask sun, oh my dear sun, do you know darkness? He doesn't know darkness, because wherever the sunlight is, there's no darkness. Do you know sunlight? He doesn't know sunlight also, because everywhere it's there only. There's no other. This I doesn't even know your body exists. Okay, but in a reflected consciousness, your body appears. It's like a dream-like state for the I, not real, original. I gets a dream. In that dream, Shashidhar is born. That dream is called Maya. Okay, so now this I, in pure form, there's nothing is possible for that way. Yeah. It doesn't even know that you exist, I exist. Nobody. It doesn't even know it exists also. That's why it's not real. The moment it becomes, it knows it exists, then it gets trouble. It's blissful. Okay? That I gets a dream. In that dream, body comes into picture. The dream mind comes into picture first. So in the mind, the first reflection of I takes place. This I gets reflected as I am. Okay. All right. So now that I am, you can feel, no? In your body, there's I amness. Can you feel that I amness in your everybody? Right? That is called Shakti. This I am in Sanskrit is called Aham, or a separation. It's called Shakti. Aham in Sanskrit means A to Z. In English, A to Z means what?
Everything.
Everything. In Sanskrit, in terms of saying A to Z, they said Aham. Akara to Hamkara.
Ahankara.
Ahankara bere. Adu shabda merchant. Ahakara to Ham. Andre A to Z, whatever is in the world is that I am. Okay. So now, if you go back to your I am in your body, you have gone to A to Z in the universe. How to go to get Aham, I amness in your body? How to go back? Huh?
Totality. Aham.
My dear, I keep on telling you, Sahaja Samadhi, go to I amness. Why are you making complicated things? Why are you doing things which are not there? So go back to Sahaja Samadhi, stay in I amness. Then you have stayed with Shakti. Okay. That means in the ahamness, there's no body, there's no me, there's no sun, moon. Everything has become one with that ahamness, I amness. You are one become one with totality. Now, don't think that one becoming one with totality means sun, the moon, everything I am mixing, nothing like that. When you go to I am,
Total silence. Silence, no samadhi.
No, yeah. I amness, the feeling of I amness is not total silence. Awareness is total silence. That's next level. Okay, Sahaja Samadhi, first step is stay in the I amness. When you stay in the I amness, you are staying in the totality. So then when you say totality, there's no separation. You don't see sun, moon, and all. So that is called I amness. That Sahaja Samadhi first step is go to I amness. The moment you go to I amness, you have gone to Shakti. Then you have become one with the totality. Okay. So the first reflection in your mind is called I amness, which is Shakti, Aham. And then there's a second reflection happens on the body. The body becomes alive now. The mind becomes alive first. Intellect becomes alive first. Then body becomes alive. Okay. So aliveness in your body, what you are feeling, is a secondary reflection of, that's called Chidabhasa, reflective consciousness. First reflection also is Chidabhasa. Second reflection also is Chidabhasa. What your body is alive, right? So your dead body will not be alive. Okay. So when you speak of Shiva, this is Shiva. So you are thinking, where is Shiva? Where is Shiva? Where is Shiva? Kailasa. Whole body is the consciousness in the body, right? Everything, every cell of the body is consciousness. That is Shiva. Why are you searching Shiva? They are looking for Shiva. ಅಭಿಷೇಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಒಳಗಿರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಶಿವನೇ. Everything is Shiva only. Okay, if Shiva goes, that will become Shava, dead body. And that's pure silence, pure. That is actually divine child. And this is the father, divine father, Shiva, Parameshwara, Parabrahma. Okay. So then secondary reflection is the body. Body becomes alive. And through sense organs, you see the world. Right? Through sense organs, you see the world. So this is the third reflection. Is there a world out there? There's never a world out there. The world appears to be out there because of the Shakti's projection. ನನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರೊಳಗೆ? ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಒಳಗೆ.
ಬಯಲು ಆಲಯದೊಳಗು, ಆಲಯ ಬಯಲೊಳಗು.
Okay. So there's never a world outside there. In your dream, Paris appeared. London appeared. So was there Paris?
No.
Was there London? So whatever world you are seeing is never there. It is a projection. It's a 7D projection. 7D projection I saw show you last time.
No.
Last class, no, didn't see.
No.
It's a projection which is appearing in consciousness. Okay. How is it appearing? So the sound. Sound is not coming. What was it?
70 projection is that.
The sound is not there because I think that one projector is taking only the video. The audio portion is not taking.
It's not having speaker, so it has to come from here.
No, this speaker is not.
No, speaker should come from speaker.
Yeah, but then this guy is not. He is thinking that the speaker is there and he is sending it to there.
No, you can.
Speaker is there. I have switched on the speaker. No, I have increased the volume. Volume is full. See, speaker is full.
There is some option to click on internal speaker.
How do you do that?
I'll have to.
Or you have to switch on speaker on the projector.
How will?
No, there is.
No, I don't think.
This one is not.
So, ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ? Voice is low. ಇದು ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They are sitting in that place only, but they appear to be going up and down all around. So ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅನುಭವ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಏನು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ಕನ್ನಡಕ. Yeah. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಲ್ಲೇ ಇದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಇದೊಂದು ನೋಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ನೋಡಿ.
ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೋದಾಗ ಹೋದಂಗೆ
ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ಇವನೀಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅನುಭವ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕೈ ಒಳಗಾಡ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Давай. Алеша, с катертью дорога.
Now you see? You see this?
You played it at the school also.
Huh?
School function.
Yeah. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಮಜಾ ನೋಡಿ.
He got so scared.
What's the rate?
It was like a moving state. So sitting on that and she had that. We actually pushed her and she took it off, but also she was not stable. She was like, I'll fall, wait.
Actually, this is exactly what's happening to you people. There is no world, there is no nothing. Everything is virtual reality. In that, you are getting married, having children, and crying. and touch a little bit, oh, you'll start crying also. Huh?
That's the game.
That's the game. Huh?
But nobody wants to believe that.
What?
Like this is real.
It's so enjoyable. No, game is so enjoyable. No, how do you want to believe that? This is actually called Maya. Okay. So Maya means Yama iti Maya. What is not there appears to be there. In English, what is not there is called virtual. Appears to be there is called reality. Virtual reality is called Maya in old language. See there. That's the exact word. So some 10,000 years back they said virtual reality, Maya, Yama iti Maya. What is not there appears to be there.
What is that? Artificial So what is blockchain? What's this? Karma is your blockchain.
So this is exactly what's happening in your life. That's why it's called Leela. Okay? Really nothing is happening. Yeah, stomach pain, leg pain. So only thing is this movie was 4D movie. Okay? You are only experiencing 7D movie. 7D movies, eyes, ears, taste, touch, 5 sense organs, mind and intellect.
So 70.
7D movie. See how real it is. Huh? Huh? So the 7D movie you are experiencing, and that is called Maya. So that's why I always said, don't worry, this is Maya, don't get scared. Okay, that's all it is meaning.
That's why we came here to realize.
Okay, so now you realize, you look at the other part of this. Huh?
Warning. The subject of this film you are about to watch reveals a crucial secret of your life. You should watch it very attentively. It concerns a subject that is liable to make fundamental changes in your outlook on the material world. The content of this film is not just a different approach or a philosophical thought. It is a fact which is also proven by science today. Man is conditioned right from the beginning of his life that the world he lives in has an absolute material reality. So he grows up under the effect of this condition.
Now, we are experiencing the world through 5 sense organs.
The findings of modern science have revealed a completely different and significant reality than what is presumed.
So scientific research ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. What is that?
All the information that we have about the external world is conveyed to us by our 5 senses.
Whatever you see is through senses, 5 senses.
The world we know of consists of what our eyes see, our ears hear, our noses smell, our tongues taste, and our hands feel. Man is dependent on only those 5 senses since birth.
So 5 senses ನಮಗೆ input ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
That is why he knows the external world only the way it is presented by these senses. Yet, scientific research carried out on our senses has revealed very different facts about what we call external world. And these facts have brought to light a very important secret about matter.
So brain
Contemporary thinker Frederick Bester explains the point that science has reached on this subject. Statements of some scientists posing that man is an image, everything experienced is temporary and deceptive, and this universe is a shadow, seems to be proven by science in our day. In order to better grasp this secret behind matter, Let us be reminded of our information about our sense of sight, which provides us with the most extensive information about the external world.
So when you see what's happening, they are telling. The light is falling on the eyes.
The act of seeing is realized progressively. At the instance of seeing, light clusters called photons travel from the object to the eye and pass through the eye lens, where they are refracted and focus on the retina at the back of the eye.
So, image convey
rays are turned into electrical signals.
Then it goes into the brain.
Transmitted by neurons to the center of vision at the back of the brain. The act of seeing actually takes place in this center in the brain. All the images we view in our lives and all the events we experience are actually experienced in this tiny and dark place.
So, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಟಿವಿ ಇದೆ.
The boundless landscape you see when you gaze at the horizon actually fit into this place of a few cubic centimeters. Now, let us reconsider this information more carefully. When we say we see, we actually see the effect the rays reaching our eyes form in our brain by being converted into electric signals. When we say we see, we actually observe the electrical signals in our brain. By the way, there is another point that has to be kept in mind. The brain is sealed to light, and its interior is absolutely dark. Therefore, it is never possible for the brain to contact with light itself. We can explain this interesting situation with an example. Let us suppose that in front of us there is a burning candle, and we view its light. During this period, when we view the candle's light, the inside of our skull and our brain are in absolute darkness. The light of the candle never illuminates our brain and our center of vision. However, we watch a colorful and bright world inside our dark brain. The same situation applies to all our other senses: sound, touch.
So, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? What's happening? Are you seeing me?
Yes.
Where am I? Actually, my image is forming in your eyes, and image in the eyes is forming in a small area called brain here, one inch. Okay, you have never seen me. You have only seen that movie, 1 inch screen here, and thinking that I am here. The stars, planets, galaxies, sun, moon, and all only you are seeing here. A small 1 inch area. If that 1 inch area is cut off, you can't see anything. So the 1 inch area in the brain is what you are seeing the entire world. Your entire world is in that 1 inch area. Okay. So there is no, and is there something outside there? Nothing is there. Same thing is true for hearing. Okay. Hearing is happening in one small area in the brain.
Taste and smell are all perceived in the brain as electrical signals. Therefore, our brains throughout our lives do not confront the original of the matter existing outside us, but rather an electrical copy of it formed inside our brain. It is at this point that we are misled. These physical facts make us come to an indisputable conclusion. Everything we see, touch, hear, and perceive is matter. The world, or the universe, is only electrical signals in our brain. For instance, we see a bird in the external world. In reality, this bird is not in the external world, but in our brain. The light particles reflecting from the bird reach our eye, and there they are converted into electrical signals. These signals are transmitted by neurons to the center of vision in the brain. The bird we see is in fact the electric signals in our brain. If the sight nerves traveling to the brain were disconnected, the image of the bird would suddenly disappear. In the same manner, the bird sounds we hear are also in our brain. If the nerve traveling from the ear to the brain was disconnected, there would be no sound left. Put simply, the bird, the shape of which we see, and the sound of which we hear, is nothing but the brain's interpretation of electrical signals. Another point to be considered here is the sense of distance. For example, the distance between you and this screen is nothing but a feeling of space formed in your brain. Also, objects that seem to be very distant in one person's view are actually images clustered in one spot in the brain. For instance, someone who watches the stars in the sky assumes that they are millions of light years away from him. Yet the stars are right inside himself, at the center of vision of his brain. While you watch this film, you are in truth not inside the room you assume yourself to be in. On the contrary, the room is inside you. Your seeing your body makes you think that you are inside of it. However, you must remember that your body too is an image formed inside your brain.
So, what you are watching here, this room appears to be outside of you. The room and your body is inside the image. It's the other way. So this is called Maya. And you always think that there's somebody somewhere, somebody sitting somewhere, doing something. It's all happening in your head. Head is happening in your consciousness. So how will life will be if you understand this? If you understand Maya, what will happen to your life? So what happened to your life when you understand Maya?
Changes.
Changes how?
Fear.
Relax. This actually you're taken ticket for virtual reality musho. Okay, so enjoy it. Sometimes it looks like a horror show. It's okay. Oh, what did you understand? What did you understand?
No.
You know. So there is nothing outside of you. Everything happening in your consciousness. Okay. Will you go for the job tomorrow? Who goes to the job tomorrow is the character in the movie. You are not going, you are not coming. The I never goes and I never comes. The real you never moves anywhere. The image of you goes around and goes to a movie, and image is not you. Image disappears also, nothing happens to you. Right? So you are actually in your Facebook, you have a, what you call as another Facebook profile, no? Like that, your Facebook profile you are sent here to watch and listen. Your what you call Maya profile. Real you are sitting silently, undisturbed, and that doesn't know that you exist also.
Very disturbing, sir.
Very disturbing. What is disturbing?
That's what. Without anything, then how that image is going in her brain?
That how question is also in the movie. So you cannot answer the how because you don't know the movie production technology. You don't know. Okay, you'll never know also. Do you know how mobile phone works? How this mobile phone works? From somebody talking from somewhere, how will you hear? The tower is there, but how it will work? You don't know. It's not technology. Somebody's technology, you are using it. Enjoy the show. You have taken the ticket now.
Yes.
So now, after taking the ticket, you can't say, how did this producer produce this movie? Huh? How is the screen is like that? You can't ask. Enjoy the show. The only thing is in this show, until the show gets over, you are not allowed to go outside also. Okay? Right? And no interval also. The movie is horror movie, no interval. You have to see the show. Before taking the ticket, you should have decided whether you want to go to the show or not. कौन जिएगा कौन मरेगा कौन वो कौन यहाँ कोई जीना ही नहीं है मरना भी नहीं है दोनों नहीं है ये सब माया है Okay, now let us understand this. There is so there is pure consciousness, what you call as I. Whenever you refer to the I, it's always I is the pure consciousness. It's called Parabrahma, Narayana. Okay, okay, or Sadashiva. From that, I am appears. I am, and this appears. This means there is nothing has appeared. It's only idea. The world, idea of the world. When you do Sahaja Samadhi, okay, there's an idea that there's a world. So that I am appeared. This I am and this appeared. Are you clear? So from that I am, this so many bodies appear. This from this means the other one. So many bodies appear. Okay, and I am appeared as small I am in each body. And between these two, there's something called I am the body appeared. That's called ego. It's joining to different level of realities. Okay. So now you started thinking that you are a body. In fact, you have nothing to do with the body.
There is witness in all.
I am is the witness. I am is supposed to be the witness. Okay. Instead of witnessing, it starts associating, thinking that I am the body because of the ego. Once you start recognizing that I am the witness, it will become the witness. It will become one with the reality. See, the witness is the awareness. Okay, this is the witness, eternal witness. And this is a reflection. Reflection is also witness. But only problem is the reflection witness associated with the body. So reflection, the Chidabhasa starts associated with the body. So Chidabhasa is recognized I am from the original.
But experiencing the body, the aliveness is this I am.
I am. Okay.
With the upper I am.
Yeah.
I.
This I am.
Conscious, the aliveness.
Yeah. That's I am is there. That is actually pure reflection of this I, which is witness. But now this I am starts associated with this, the body, because of ego. Starts feeling that, oh, there's a trouble for me. Divine child gets associated with the society child. The divine child has to recognize, oh, this is all dream. I am the pure consciousness. The witness, this witness, which is reflected consciousness, has forgotten that I am the original witness. Original witness is this guy. Awareness.
The circle is, small circle is saying I am not the body.
No. This is I am body. I am body. Right? So now what is spiritual journey? From you have to recognize I am, the real I am is this one, pure I am. This you do in Sahaja Samadhi. So the gradually recognize that I am aware of this I am. This is pure I. Are we clear? 2 steps. So that's called I am that I am. Soham. First you recognize I am this I am. Then second you recognize I am I. Okay. So you go and again go back to I. You become pure. You recognize your pure nature, divine nature. Any complications? Shall I do a meditation? So this I call it as a darpana prakriya. When you see yourself as face in the mirror and decorate yourself, right? So the consciousness, this guy, pure consciousness, has no mirror. So it's creating mind as a mirror, which is not real. And in that he's seeing the reflection and getting confused that I am that mirror. So anything you see in your meditation, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and body, you have to understand it's an image. And you have to go back to original. I am the original. It's like in a mirror, you see your face, right? So I am not this, I am this is the recognition you have to happen. That's all is realization. So right now the confusion is I am this. You are confusing yourself for the image. Okay? Understood? So for example, all of you have one best friend now. Once upon a time, now it's worse enemy. Okay. So remember your best friend. Are you able to remember your best friend? So tell me what you remembered. Happy moment we spent. You got one image of your friend, one image of yourself, and we spent together. One image spent in another image. That's called a happy moment. What happened to you? Where are you in this image? You are the one who's seen this image. This is the movie. You are confusing the image to be yourself. You understand what I'm saying? See, my dear, when you take a photo, right? The photographer never comes in the photo, right? When you take an image of your friend with you, you have taken that's a photo. In the photo, their friend is there and you are there. That means you are not there. The one who is the photographer who is taking the image. That is the pure. That's awareness or consciousness. It is never there in the picture. So now you are seeing the image of your friend and confusing that this is she, and you are seeing your image and confusing that you are you. But in reality, none of that is you. Entire life you are dealing with images, shadows, my dear. And the clear way. Our brain is actually a symbolic processing machine. This symbolic processing machine is processing symbols and it takes images, manipulating those images, and we think it's a reality. Reality is only I. Nothing has happened to that. Okay. Close your eyes. Become aware of the infinite world. Stars, planets, galaxies, everything floating in space. The space is infinite. The infinite space is called Bhuta Akasha, physical space. Now this entire Bhuta Akasha is appearing in my mind, mental space. The infinite Bhuta Akasha, physical space, is appearing in a mental space called Chitta Akasha. The mental space is appearing in consciousness space called awareness or Chidakasha. So first let us take our mind to reflection of Chidakasha in our body called Chidabhasa. Take your attention to the body from head to toe. Become aware of the inner space. In the inner space, there's a feeling of aliveness, I amness. That I amness is called Aham or Shakti, the universal mother. Take your attention to the heart center. Stay in that inner space in pure I amness. Stay in Chidabhasa. Any thought or feeling or emotion comes back, ask who am I and go back to I amness, Chidabhasa. Gently become aware of the body and I amness in the body. Even I amness is appearing my awareness. I am aware that there is I amness in the body. Body and I amness are appearing my awareness. I am awareness. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Open your eyes. This I was shown you earlier. So actually our trouble in our life is the small voice in the head. And this voice in the head which is causing, oh, stress, what happened to me? What happened to me? Okay, that's not you. There's a society child. And society child is entirely a contribution of language. Okay, these languages are programming this guy. Imagine you don't know any language. Then what will be stress tomorrow? What will be yesterday? Huh? Whatever comes in that day, you'll take. The entire spiritual journey will be over if you don't have language. That's why Ramana Maharshi said, Sumaniyo. That's a spiritual practice. The moment you talk, duality is created. So, madam, I am seeing you. The moment I say I am seeing you, I and you got separated. The moment I pray to God, oh God, save me, the God and I got separated because language is dualistic. Language is inherently dualistic. The prayer is doing exactly opposite of what it is intended to. Okay. Every time, that's why there's a prayer, of course. There is a stotra. Stotra means praising. That's okay. But the moment you say, save me or protect me and all, you are separating out, they're bringing the duality. Stotra has no duality. Stotra is just a praise. It doesn't say for whom. Right? Whereas most of our Indian scriptures didn't have a prayer with duality. They were invocations. Something may come into my life. It doesn't say from whom, where. Okay. The prayer of the modern day prayer which has come from other languages, other religions, is inherently dualistic. It's doing exactly opposite of what you want. You want to become one with God, it does separate out. Right? And this is a product of the language, just like a computer has a programming language C or any of these languages, right? Programming languages. Your programming language for the brain is the language, Kannada, English, Hindi, right? So the language is creating this society child. The society child is your problem, not the human child, not the divine child. Human child has a problem, but the language problem is language is creating the society child. Right? Can you remove this? So we can remove this, and the removing is called Vedanta. Veda means knowledge. Okay, what is knowledge? Is name and form in language. Knowledge is nothing but name and form, no? So Brahman means its name and form. Okay, tree is a name and form. Ultimately, knowledge is nothing but name and form and function. Okay, so the name and form and function is creating separation. For example, I see this as the moment I give a name as banana. Okay, the banana is separated from the banana tree. Banana tree is separate from the earth. Earth is separate from the sun. We are actually separating out from the totality and dealing as entity. Are you getting what I'm saying? When you name something, you are giving attention to that particular part, ignoring the rest. Okay. So she says, I made a cup of coffee. Oh, how can you make a cup of coffee? The coffee has to come from coffee tree, coffee plant. Coffee plant has to get sunlight. Sunlight has to get sun has to come from the galaxy. Galaxy has to be created. So that means totality has to come into picture. By naming, we are cutting the totality into pieces and trying to deal with that. It's required. But in the process, we are getting into illusion. You are cutting yourself also from the totality and making yourself as individual. So tell me, please raise your finger and say do like this. Okay. So now you tell me where is your finger starting and where is your finger ending. You show with the left hand. Show me where is the finger starting and where is the finger ending. With the left hand. Sure. Where is the starting point of the finger? Ending point? Sure, no? Ending point. Ending point where? Here?
It's all attached.
Say the finger means it only this much comes into the picture. So can the finger be here without a blood flow from here? Okay, it's connected to heart also. Can the finger be like here without a brain signal from here? It's connected to brain also. Can the finger be here without brain operating? No. Can the brain operate without a breath? No, breath has to come from outer space. Yeah. So can this finger be existing without the breath? No. Can the breath exist without the earth? No. Can the earth exist without sun? So where is your finger? So what happens is by doing a name, we are cutting that from the reality and dealing it as a separate entity. It's okay for practical purposes. But in reality, everything is connected, totality. So where is your finger?
Finger in the galaxy.
So, right? So that is the problem created by language. The moment I say finger, only this much comes to your head. Finger means infinite number of things. Okay.
Because you have given name, no?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. The naming problem is causing. Name is the problem of Maya. The name is called Maya. Nama Rupa Maya. When everything is connected, you are cutting it for dealing purpose, naming. Okay. So in effect, what happened? Your head is full of names and forms and images. Each of them you think is real. So you start, when you say I, which I you are speaking of? Which is that I? So many identities. In reality, you can only speak of one I, which is pure consciousness, which is Brahman, Sadashiva. So whenever you speak of I, you are speaking of Sadashiva, but you are confusing with so many identities. And then you start searching. I want to become one with Sadashiva. I want to become Brahma. Who wants to become one with Brahma? These are all images. How you can image become one with the reality? You are already the one reality, the absolute reality. Okay. So this week, ancestors is called rope and snake. Have you seen the rope? This rope appears like a snake, right? This is called superimposition. So you are going in the night and suddenly you see a snake. And switch on the light, there's only a rope. So was there a snake anytime? Huh?
No.
Can you remove the snake from the rope? Was there a rope there? Right? Like that. What your body and mind is a snake. The word Pancha 5 elements are snake. And what is there is only pure I, Brahman. There was never somebody called you. And what you call as you is the snake which is seen on the rope. That's why you know it already. That's why whenever you say I never change. If I say question, has the I changed? You say no. That I unchanging I is called the rope. And everything which is changing on that is called snake. So tell me, who are you? Rope or snake? No, I want to do sadhana and remove the snake from the rope. How will you do that? It doesn't exist, this image. This is where the people are falling in the pitfall of sadhana. Somehow I want to remove the snake. Where will I remove? What sadhana you do to remove the snake from the rope? Nana. Atma Vichara. Okay. No, I will do 10,000 hours of meditation and remove the snake from the rope. Meditation cannot lead you. Na ayam atma pravachanina labhyaha. By listening to 10,000 hours of lectures, you can't get it. Okay. Scriptures also you can't get it. Only Atma Vichara, who am I, inquiry can lead it. No. I realize there is no rope and no snake. I want to see the snake. I want to see the rope. You cannot see the rope because I can never be seen. You cannot see the eye. Okay, you are the eye because you cannot see eye. That eye is called Brahman, which you are. No. I have the body. I want to remove the body to see the eye. You cannot. Because eye only is appearing as body. Rope only is appearing as snake. So how do you remove the appearance from the original? Only through clarity, jnana, atma vichara, the self-inquiry. One day I'll get enlightened. How will you get enlightened? Who is getting enlightened? You are not there. Only I is there. Whatever is, you have built images and images on that. Your friend is an image, you are an image, everybody is image. You are dealing with the images. No wonder film stars are so popular in our country. They have bigger following, right? So human and body is connected through something called ego. Is a ghost. Okay, that's why I put a ghost there. So this ghost, body is an image, the being is a consciousness. So how can consciousness and image, body can be connected? They are totally different level of realities. Consciousness is one domain of reality. Image is another domain of reality. It is like saying, okay. So imagine yourself as a beautiful girl. Okay. So then get married to somebody else. And you say, can you ever become that imagined girl? Only if you fool yourself, you can become that. That's why there's a fooling factor called ego. It is not real at all. And all scriptures, spirituality says, remove the ego. How can you remove the ego? It's a ghost. It doesn't exist. You will never be able to remove the ego because it doesn't exist. See, what connects one level of reality to another level of reality cannot exist. Okay. Now, how to remove that? Only through atma vichara, jnana, self-inquiry. Right understanding will remove the wrong understanding. Okay, so now the question comes,